Easy.
I was the newest companion until you... So much.
What does it mean to be a
This
companion?
group, this family, this band. This is the best thing I've ever been a part of. The oldest fighting group in Skyrim, and nothing but glory from Ysgramor's day to our own. To be counted in that line is a bit of immortality. Even if I never see Sovngarde, I'll have that much.
Okay, that was very sweet. I like that. So this is like it's lots of meaning. It's lots of meaning going into being a companion. So that's how I view writing, and that's how I view any kind of art is like trying to immortalize yourself. Especially writing. When I'm not here, my writing is gonna stay, right? And as I said, part of me knows because of my inner knowing that spirits lives inside of the words, right? So words are actually higher forms of reality, because if you think about it, right? Writing language is like a new thing to nature. It's not something that is natural in nature. Like, sure, nature has its own kinds of writing, its own kind of language, but human writing is something that is abstract and beyond nature. So anything that I write, I believe that it creates realities, creates something that is higher than this normal mundane world, and it's something that I can explore. I'm already exploring it right now as I play this game, right? Right. So my first book, Fruit, which I haven't really talked about in detail, postulates a theory that words, poetry, poems are like doorways to higher realities, right? And it's like, for example, this game is a doorway to a reality that is this world that the creators made, right? Sure, it's very two-dimensional, but even though it's three-dimensional, but like given a kind of essence, like a kind of godly essence, this world becomes as real as ours, right? For example, where's this world located in space and time, right? How do we get to it? Who created it? What are the gods that created it? What are the mechanics, right? Right, this game already seems pretty real right now. So we're looking for a new mission. Actually, I want to show you. I want to show you the spell research. So basically, we're gonna practice. We're gonna practice. Should we find something private? We're just gonna practice in here. Why not? I don't see why not. So, where we want to be able to. What kind of illusion skills do we have? I spam. So I'm still fatigued, so I still have to go to sleep. I still have to sleep. I'm like, wow. That's crazy. I have to go back to sleep. So my next big move, as I said, is to really figure out how to make an EP called Crawl. I have to mix and master it myself, or like at least mix it myself, and then I want to learn how to perform, right? So that's my next move. This video is just so you have a piece of what I'm doing, right? Over time, I'm gonna release something called sutras. It's just gonna be my thoughts that can be captured in time and space, right? So my next sutra, or my first sutra I'm gonna release on my YouTube channel and my website, is called Verse, a Fundamental Unit, right? And I already have it fleshed out, right? Have it fleshed out. I already know what I'm going to talk about. I have it in this binder. Right, everything I have it in the binder, because I really want to go this YouTube to like I want to grow this YouTube to a point where I'm making money off of it, or it's like something that's meaningful or reasonable for me to continue doing. So basically, so in Versa Fundamental Unit, I'm gonna be talking about my song. It's gonna be anchored from two of my songs, vibes and fiction, right? Fiction, pen to paper, my eyes opening portals. Oh, that's how it goes, right? I have all my songs in print, right? And it's gonna be published, right? So it's not gonna be like disappear. It's not gonna disappear in time and space. It's not gonna and I keep saying time and space, but as I said, time and space makes me feel divine, right? That's how we're gonna talk. That's the perspective we're gonna view reality from time and space. Time being, most people like to think that time is a fourth dimension. However, time is a very, very, very important aspect of the fourth dimension. But the fourth dimension is actually relation. So first you have a point or substance, right? Then you have like a plane, which is like a plane is kind of like, when we say a plane, I'm talking about the second dimension, right? But the second dimension is more of, think of, you have a point, then you have a line. So that if you have a concept or substance, that concept is being fleshed out. Think of it as a line, and then that concept is getting like real energy as it enters the third dimension. Right. I lost my train of thought. That's not good. But I was talking about time and space or something. Yeah. Let's get back on track. We were going to train, right? Hopefully I get back on that train of thought, because I was explaining something very important, right? Oh, we were talking about relation. So the fourth dimension is relation, right? So third dimension, things become close to it's solid, but it's not connected to anything. So this earth, as I said, is three-dimensional, but once we start thinking about this earth in comparison to the sun, in comparison to the moon, then we're getting closer and closer to the fourth dimension, right? So I'm a three-dimensional object. As I start considering myself, as I start finding meaning about myself, I'm getting closer and closer to the four-dimensional me, right? So yeah, we need to train. So basically, are we good? We're hungry, severely dehydrated. I'm about to be an hour in. Really? At this point, since there's no combat, I don't really know. I want to watch this just so I hear my thoughts. But this is just ASMR. Like, you could put this on while you're studying, or while you're just doing anything. But really, as I said, I'm playing this game to just calm myself and train for life. Because there's lots of stuff I really want to learn on. I want to be a philosopher. Well, I can do that already. I actually want to learn pure philosophy. It's one of my goals. It's one of my life goals. Learn pure philosophy and at least be able to teach it. So in pure philosophy, what I'm talking about is so basically the branches of philosophy, the main branches: metaphysics, logic, epistemology, and aesthetics, or value theory, or something like that. Value, right? Did I say logic? I think I said logic. I'm hungry, dehydrated. So I'm talking about something on my website called Majory. So think of Majory. Magic is real, guys. So magic is real, but in order to do practice magic, the main issue is the energy problem, right? So energy plus imagination equals magic, right? But most of the time is the energy problem, right? You can have lots of understanding of a topic, but if you don't have enough energy to do it, you can't actualize it. The magery is kind of like if this world was closer and closer to like where the lunar deities used to walk the earth in their purest form. Um, Majory would be an extension of philosophy. So, so basically, you will have philosophy, then you have science like herbalology. You have chemistry, physics, sociology, all these things. Majory would be like an extension of those things. Then deeper aspects of knowledge.